Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Welcome to MBA Unfiltered. My name is Akash Shinde. In this video, we are going to have a candid conversation with Pranav Tiwari, and we'll ask him his interview experience when it comes to Great Lakes Instrument Management, Chennai, as well as Gurgaon campus. Pranav, welcome back to our channel. How are you?
Fine, sir. Doing well.
Yeah. So Pranav, let us know about your profile. 10th, 12th, UG, WorkX, and academics as well as extracurricular activities that you have in your bucket.
In my 10th, it was 90%. In my 12th, I scored 80% I'm from PCM background, and currently I'm in my final year of graduation, BBA, with a CGPA of 8. And when it comes to extracurriculars, I'm more of involved into stock market. So that was the thing that I put forward in the interview also.
Okay.
And
So
I
Pranav, yeah, what motivated to pursue an MBA in this arena?
Basically, I was really keen into this the word that when it comes to business side of the whole picture. So for that reason, I pursued my BBA and to really take a deep dive into some of the subjects that like I explored in BBA was finance, marketing, and the best way to take a deep dive was an MBA. So that's why I'm pursuing it.
Okay. Since you have done with BBA, you thought that MBA would be a logical forward moment for your life. So Pranav,
Yes.
let us know about your CAT score. You know, CAT, SAT, NMAT, SNAP score, and how do you got to know about Great Lakes Instrument Management Chennai?
Basically, it was suggested to me by my friend that you should apply to it. That's why I really took it at the last cycle, which was cycle 4, and I applied it through ZAT with a percentile of 80%.
That's quite interesting. So Pranav, this year, what I realized, Great Lakes have started AI interview as well as final round of interview. Up to last year, when I was studying in Great Lakes, there was no concept of AI interview. We used to have a final
Mhm.
interview direct itself. So could you let us know about what kind of question that we asked during the AI interview for you, and what was the duration of the interview?
There were three questions in the AI based interview, and in which they were majorly checking about the fluency and the relevancy of the content that you are speaking. So the three questions in my case were first, it is a basic question, tell me about yourself. So that was one. And second question is about your any kind of mentor or any person whom you want to follow, like that was the question. And the third question was a general question about your opinion on like some opinion on mm, there was some kind of topic which was given to me that, but I'm unable to recall it.
Okay. And what was the duration of the whole AI interview? And for each question, how many minutes have you spent for it?
I spent total duration was 15 minutes and 3 4 minutes about each question I spoke.
Okay. And on which date AI interview has happened to you?
It was on 10th of no, on 1st of March.
Okay. That's quite interesting. So Pranav, since you are done with the AI interview, after how many days you got a call for the final interview from Great Lakes?
Uh, no, it was earlier like in mail, it was given like it is not any kind of qualifying step.
Mm-hmm.
So it was just a step that had to be done. So qualification was like given in mail only. Like you need to first AI interview would happen and then your proctor interview would happen. So it was earlier only notified. After 10 days, it was my proctor interview with those guys.
Okay, that's quite interesting. So once you are done with the interview, the most important part that plays out when it comes to Great Lakes interview is final interview. Could you shed some light on what kind of question that were asked in the final interview? What was the duration of the interview? Was it an offline and online interview? And what was your response towards the questions?
Well, my interview was online mode and it was basically conducted over Zoom. And the Great Lakes interview was one of the most in-depth interview. Like those people were really interested into the profile, the things that I'm involved in. And starting was from tell me about yourself, like it is a very basic stuff. So, and all the things that you say in this are followed by some questions by which they verify that are you saying it truth, or you are just giving them some kind of made up answers. So they would just verifying all those stuff. And like in my case, I had done customer survey of Blinkit, and I told about in the my tell me about yourself part. So they really asked me about how did you conducted it, what were the type of questions that you asked the consumer, types of data, uh, like what is Likert scale, do you know about it, how did you applied it, and what were the results of your findings, did you report the that findings to the company, and some really minute points they were checking to just verify me. And when I talked about my interests, I majorly highlighted my interest of stock market. So then they started asking me about what do you think about the current situation. Basically, there were only two panelists, one ma'am and one sir. So the sir asked about various Greeks that are involved in this stock market, like alpha, beta. So the approach which they were looking forward and were liking is like straightforward answer, not a much bigger answer, crisp answer, short and crisp answer they were looking for. And after that, they asked me about my GK, like how would you rate your GK on a scale of 1 to 10? So I was pretty prepared with this question. Like I had got to know from my friends that they are kind of inclined towards this GK part. So I played it well by preparing 5 6 points for GK. And then the ma'am took over, and she was asking questions related to the BBA part, like some finance subjects, which is your specializations. She also asked some questions about accounting. So as accounting is my weak point, so I just typically struggled with those questions, but then I was able to turn it into my favor part. And the whole interview lasted for about 35 minutes. So it was pretty long, but it didn't felt like it is 35 minutes. Like it was going smooth. There was not such any problem like I'm unable to answer and they are extremely grilling me, but they are checking fair points according to them.
That's quite innovative. So apart from this, set of questions, I just wanted to ask you, was there any HR or behavioral question that were asked to you during the interview?
No, no, not any HR question.
Okay. Since you are done with the interview, Pranav, what's your
Mhm.
piece of advice to the people who are aspiring for Great Lakes, that these are the things that they should follow during the interview and these are the things that they should avoid?
Hmm. So, first, coming to the things that you need to be well prepared about is first the place where you reside. Like they may ask any industry that is very relevant to your place, or a stuff, something which is like special to your city. And second, the answers should be very short and crisp. Like if they want elaboration, they will ask you like, please elaborate more. And if you are constructing it like a big story, then they might not. They would lose the touch with you. So answers need to be very crisp. And third, if you don't know about any answer, uh, try to say that I do not know it, and if and you can find a way to divert that into your area. Like in one of the questions, they asked me about why would you like to choose finance because you are weak in your accounting area. So I tried to play well with the interest, my hobby, like which was stock market. So I tried to turn them into my direction, and which really worked out. So that is a very good point. And when it comes out to the things that you should avoid, is like mm, being like really be prepared with your whole basic questions, like tell me about yourself, three weaknesses, three strengths. So like in the start of the interview you can take it well, like you do not have to flutter or fumble in the starting. Like if the starting is better, then the whole stuff would normally cool down.
Okay,
and uh,
that's
and if you are feeling a bit pressured in the interview, because as everyone would feel a bit pressured, because as you know they are from Great Lakes, so they would try to pressure you. Just try to go through starting 5 6 minutes easily, then you will catch up with the pace. It becomes easier as it is progressing.
okay.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's it.
Yeah. So Pranav, last question from my side. Looking back at the interview, what do you think that you did right in the interviews? That's why you were able to crack these interviews.
Like prior to this interview, like each and every, like it was my last interview so in this season. So prior to it I had many interviews, so I took feedback from each interview. Like my four interview went not that very great. I was just destroyed, completely destroyed in that interview. So that just motivated me to prepare really hard for it. Like just practice your lines 10, 20, 30 times, and just like trying to do every aspect which may come towards any question which may come towards you, and just be positive about the whole situation.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Pranav, for sharing the nuances of your interview experience. I hope this interview will definitely reach to the masses. I'll also add your LinkedIn ID in the YouTube description box. It is very important that in a professional environment, you should and people should connect to us. And thank you so much
Mhm.
again for joining with us and sharing your experience.
Thank you, sir.